So the question becomes, what does someone do when there is a mismatch between themselves and their environment? And let's say that we've tried all of the things that we are supposed to try in order to feel like we're not cheating our own decision. We've gone out, we've made friends, we've participated in the scene, we've seen what it's like, and there seems to be something that's like 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 degrees off of what we would hope to find in a place that we're living. And maybe we don't know the reason. Maybe we've been to places that we understand that there is a difference between where we are and where we want to be. And we're aware of the spectrum that exists, right? That if you understand a small town or if you understand a big town, that your idea of what you want is, it's based on both your upbringing and on your current situation, like considering your hopes and dreams for the future. All right, I know that I'm surrounded by wonderful and talented and excellent people, but for some reason I just keep telling myself that it shouldn't be this hard. It shouldn't be this hard. And like the word soul searching makes me feel like I have to go and charge my crystals tonight, you know? And it is a hard thing to give up a comfortable situation, like especially when you finally find yourself fitting in. So this journey can't be of disrespect to anybody. And I say that being somebody who wants to see the people around me happy. I want to see my friends succeed. And part of me hopes that I'm not forcing myself to believe certain things because I want my own personal success. Right. And part of me thinks that thinking that way isn't too bad. But like maybe you just got to go for it. Maybe it's not going to be perfect. And maybe no matter how hard we try, it will never be perfect. That we approach the limit of where we want to become, but it will never be that. So we look at our bank account and we realize that eating rice over the last year has left us with a little bit of money. And we think that there must be some ways to travel the world without having to pay for rent. And maybe we've already lived a life similar to this in the past. So we realize that there are logistical concerns and we have to worry about a passport and not overpacking. And maybe if we've been patient and lucky enough over the years, we're able to forego our house and our car and to forego some of these objects that we find to be so precious in our lives. And we can find a little bit of space, some free time, and a couple extra dollars. And maybe we use those couple extra dollars to buy a cool backpack. It turns into a suitcase, and it's such a nice bag that we buy it once and we buy it for life. And maybe because we bought such a nice bag, we don't have the money to buy a brand new MacBook Pro. So we have to sit on our 5-year-old Lenovo Legion, make a little bit of hard drive space, and carry around an extra 5 pounds of cables because we know that our trip and our plans and our life are more important than a damn computer, right? And maybe we can only take one camera with us, right? And maybe we have to leave our microphones and our outboard gear at home. And maybe because we work hard and we didn't buy that laptop, we have a couple extra bucks to buy a nice practice tool so we don't disturb our flatmates. And maybe because we still want to bring our professionalism with us, right? The goal is to be on the scene from day one. We've found an efficient and lightweight setup using the gear that we already have. That maybe we spend a week eating all the dry goods in our cabinet because we didn't want to let them go to waste. Maybe we take extra care when we're moving out to put things in specific and dedicated boxes so we know they're packed with care and we know exactly what we'll be coming back to once this trip is done. And maybe the friends that we do get to say goodbye to are the ones that have had the most impactful dialogue on our time in this town. And maybe we don't know if we're making the right decisions, do we? And maybe it takes the intuitive type or the creative or the abstract. Just because we don't know what we should be doing doesn't mean that we don't know what we should not be doing. So if you're someone searching for this and you made it this far in the video, I hope it's not disappointing that this isn't a gear review or a backpack shootout. I think a lot of people are doing that way better than what I would do. And that information is out there and it is in abundance. That what I really needed about 3 months ago was for someone to tell me to do what I already knew I needed to do. This thing that I knew to be true, but because the to-do list and because the order of operations expand so quickly in your imagination that it feels daunting and it feels anxious. But if I can be 2 steps ahead of my procrastination, maybe if I trust that what I need and what I want are real, and although they require hard work, they require emotional discipline, that just maybe I'll be able to get everything done by the time I have to leave. And if I don't get it done by the time I leave, I can do it when I come back. And if I don't do it when I come back, maybe it wasn't that important to begin with. So we'll see if a haircut is in order before I get out of here. But until next time, be safe and make sure the people around you have what they need to thrive, including yourself. I'll see you soon.